The Irish Detective, written by Thomas Kennedy, narrated by Stephen Miller. Chapter 1. No Way to Treat a Lady. They say Eskimos have 100 words for snow. The Irish should have the same for rain. Think black-gray clouds scudding over a small, shiny silver sliver of a moon, driven by a gusting wind that's sheeting in small raindrops by the gallon. Think dripping trees and hedges and day-long cold wet paving. Aided by the clouded sky, the gloomy half-light of evening is giving way to the dark of night. Being a private detective has its dark moments. Like this moment, motionless in a dark blue cap and raincoat with water like wet, dripping cold down the back of my neck. I stand waiting, almost invisible in the shadowy, cloudy gloom of an Irish winter. My left shoe, definitely not a gumshoe, is letting water seep into the socks around my toes. I have a clear view into the ground floor flat, in through her bedroom window. It's a while, but when she enters and turns on the light, she is naked, wet, toweling, and in a hurry. Now she's getting ready, expecting him any minute now. I can't take my eyes off her rounded breasts. They are so proud, so glorious, and so naked, as she brushes her long black hair and smiles at herself in the wardrobe mirror. I stiffen. It's only a light noise, but it's new. Then I see the cat just as it sees me. We freeze, but I shake my head to dislodge raindrops from the brim of my cap. The cat thinks it's a move and scrambles, knocking over some wine bottles beside the recycle bin. For a second, my heart stops as she comes toward the window. The light is on inside. She can't possibly see me, but I stand in, embracing the darker shadows of her backyard. She opens the window. She shivers as the rain, wind, and cold toss her hair and wet her breasts. "Friday," she whispers. "Psst, psst," and then she snaps her fingers gently, her breasts bobbing in sympathetic rhythm. "Milky's. Friday." The cat jumps on the ledge, pauses to give me a contemptuous glance. I stare back as she picks it up and disappears out of sight. Direction, kitchen, presumably for Milky's. I know it's time to set the video camera. I've worked out the angles and get the car as it arrives. Then I get them together as they come straight into the bedroom. She's in a nice red dress, setting off long black tresses over creamy white skin. I reckon that dress could last her a lifetime. She can't have had it on for more than 3 minutes. Now it's off again. Mind you, she could fold it with a little more care, but then she's not the one who took it off. And the camera keeps rolling. A phone starts to ring inside, its notes just penetrating into the yard, but I have enough. Time to wrap it up. "He's having an affair and using the garage takings to pay for it." "Another woman? What garage?" "Uncle Joe left me the garage in Drimnagh. My husband runs it part-time and collects the takings when it closes at 10 p.m. "He's skimming?" "That's what I think." "Your garage? His books?" "Exactly. He's cheating. But it's worse. There's another woman. I can just tell." "What do you want me to do?" "Catch him at it, and I'll divorce him. I'm fed up with his oily fingers on my garage." I slink back across the city. The rain whips my mood downward. This is not the sort of work that makes me proud. But needs must, like everyone else in this city, I have to earn my crust as best I know how. I'm thinking, funny how a kick in the ass has led to this. Mind you, it was on an occasion where there was a drink taken. But a junior member of the police force, a young guard, should never kick a sergeant in the ass, even on a special occasion. And especially not Sergeant Dwyer, who was celebrating his engagement to a young, black-haired Russian beauty. Upset his dignity, but they stopped him from taking me apart. Then, of course, for reasons unknown, I'd taken a liking to the drink. And when I left the guards, my wife left me. Made cruel remarks about useless drunks and having a thing about men in uniform. I'd offered not to hand back the uniform, but she said it wouldn't be the
Sample complete. Ready to continue?